Once again, this is a CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable brought to you by 1 in 100. All right, our third and final topic of the night. Third topic, if you're watching this here on YouTube, and if you are watching this here on YouTube, catch the other two pieces, the other two segments that have come out in this string of videos. Last one, we've seen a touchdown now from Josh Gordon. We've seen Sony Michel absolutely turn it on, which he had a slow start in the beginning of the year, but he's absolutely turned it on. So here's the question. Can they both still be successful going forward for the rest of the year? Josh Gordon, I'll start here. Josh Gordon,
Okay.
1 touchdown catch. The reason that I got so happy and so excited and why I think that Josh Gordon is going to see success for the rest of the year is because that throw right there showed you that Tom Brady has trust in him already. Because you don't just hurl the ball up in double coverage to anybody. He throws that up. You know who he does that to? Gronk and old Randy Moss. He threw that up there with the hope that Josh Gordon would come down. Because of that, because I'm already seeing trust between Tom Brady and Josh Gordon, and we've already heard them both talk so highly of each other. Actually, Tom Brady said after the game, he had a quote where he said, that tells you the kind of confidence I have in a really short period of time. He's earned it, and happy to see him make that play. Because of that confidence right now, I think that Josh Gordon is going to have a hell of a season going forward. Marv, what do you think about Josh Gordon?
Absolutely. I didn't need to see that touchdown throw to see that Brady had confidence in him. When Brady's looking at you in third down situations, fourth down situations, and you have Edelman on the field, and he's still trying to see where you at, Brady has trust in you. Even the first game he was really playing, he found Josh Gordon in third down situation. So Brady knows the talent that he's got with Josh Gordon. And we got to remember another thing as well. One, he's still learning the playbook. Two, he was coming off a hamstring injury, so he hasn't been playing many snaps. Wait till they really start to unleash him. Wait till he starts to understand the packages where he's involved. Josh Gordon can have a monster season. I'm all in on Josh Gordon. I don't think he's gonna be a guy that gets 7 receptions a game, maybe three or four. Shout out to Mike who's not with us right now. He mentioned he could have like
R.I.P. Mike.
a Dante Starworth role with this Patriots team. He's way more talented than Dante Starworth, of course, but just in his role as being another stretch guy down the field.
All right, before we keep going on, talk about Sony Michel, let's talk about the sponsors that we mentioned at the top of this video, 1in100.co. Guys, they're unbelievable. Just listen. Hey, Boston sports fans, you guys listen specifically, okay? Do you want to get killer seats to see your favorite team for the price of a beer or a large pizza? Are you tired of paying for all the inflated markups from brokers or last-minute convenience charges that we know that we all hate? We cannot stand those convenience charges. It makes a $63 ticket turn into $80. It's insane. So you end up paying courtside prices for nosebleed seats, right? Well, I got your answers. Go to 1in100.co. That is 1 in the numbers 100.co. The novelty of 1in100 is that there's no other place online that's doing online raffles to win tickets to events. It's a totally new way to score tickets to your favorite events, or a new way to score Boston Celtics tickets, or whatever it is that they're giving away. Tickets to events are hard to get, and the good ones are expensive. The cost to potentially score tickets with 1in100 is a small fraction of the actual ticket price. Score a pair of tickets for less than the cost of a beer. Your first raffle ticket is free after sign up, guys. Unbelievable. The experience of using 1in100, which is extremely fun and exciting, from picking your number one to the feeling of potentially picking your lucky number, to the feeling of potentially scoring premium tickets. Feeling lucky? Try it at 1in100.co. That is the numbers 1. That is 1 in, and the numbers 100.co. All right, Sony Michel, guys. He is somebody who people wrote off. We're not going to, specific sports talk radio host wrote off, said that he, I think, quote, sucked after a couple of games. Sony Michel did not look good, did not look hot off the start. But recently, he's really turned it on. So, Sony Michel, do we see him having success going forward? It all depends. It all depends. Because I was reading statistics and numbers before, just trying to, prepare for this. And a big part of his success recently has been as is equated to the offensive line's run block success. So something that we've noticed, that has been noticed, is if he gets tackled 1 yard or behind the line of scrimmage, he generally gets nowhere. But if the offensive line gives him a 2 yard cushion, that's where 75% of his total 294 rushing yards have come. So that right there tells me that his success this season, at least, is all going to stem off of the offensive line, which I think is unbelievable and kind of disconcerting that it all stems on if the offensive line is going to be good, because I think, well, yeah, they do correlate. I think that you need to be able to overcome those issues if you're going to be a great running back. But I do have a lot of confidence in this Patriots offensive line for the whole season. I think Trent Brown has been an excellent addition to left tackle.
Been great.
Marcus Cannon, other than that first year, has been excellent on the right side. David Andrews, great center. Shaq Mason's actually not there, but the offensive line has been showing this season that they are solid, and it's when they're not a conversation topic, that means that they are very good. Right. Because of that, I do think Sony Michel is going to have a good season. But again, if the offensive line starts falling to shambles and somebody like Trent Brown gets hurt, God forbid he gets hurt, then that might affect the way Sony Michel plays this season. We know he has talent, but we've seen that once he makes contact, he doesn't really have that ability yet to break free, which makes me nervous, but I still think he will have success going forward for the rest of the season. What do you think?
Sony Michel is going to be just fine. I've been saying it since the Jaguars game. The Jaguars game, everyone wanted to bury him. He didn't look bad. In my eyes, he did not look bad at all. You're facing a tough Jaguars defense, and he had bursts on every step he took. Once again, like I said, this is a guy who did not have any training camp. He did not have any preseason. He took all that time up, and you threw him out there against the Jaguars. Now it's taking him a couple of games, and you see what's happened. You brought up the offensive line. You did a great job with that. The offensive line has been great, and they're only going to get better as long as they stay healthy, of course. And now Sony Michel has a legit role. Sometimes with these running backs, they need to be in rhythm. Now there's no Jeremy Hill, there's no Burkhead, there's a tandem between White and Michel, so he knows he's gonna get in there first down, second down, and he's in a rhythm. That's why he's been so successful now, and he's been just so. If you watch, you gotta use the eye test sometimes. Analytics are cute, but sometimes you just gotta use the eye test. When you watch him, it's just been many times where he's so close to breaking away and he just gets tripped up. We saw against the last game against the Colts, his touchdown run, that he finally was able to break loose off of those shoelace tackles and break one big. This guy has potential. He's a home run hitter. He has potential to be one of those home run hitters that can break out for a 30, 40-yard run anytime. So have confidence in Sony Michel. When time goes on, you guys will see, this tandem between White and Michel's great. And if the offensive line does go in shambles, we know we haven't seen it much yet, but Michel does have pass catching ability as well.
Listen, going back to something I said, I don't know why I said Shaq Mason's hurt. He's just not hurt. I don't know why I said that. For some reason, my brain was like Shaq Mason is injured, but I don't think he's not. But yeah, no, both of these guys, Josh Gordon and Sony Michel, I think they're going to be such big pieces to the Patriots offense.
Huge.
And plus, with these guys, if they are successful this season, that just correlates to how the Patriots are going to play this year, because Bill Belichick over the offseason, people are getting upset that he was dumping all these people, Danny Amendola, Dion Lewis. But then if Sony Michel steps up, that once again punches us all of us fans in the mouth, because once again, Bill Belichick is right, replace Dion Lewis right away. And while they didn't have somebody to replace Amendola at the beginning of the season, they might have this guy who might have more production in Josh Gordon. So in the end, these two, I think they will be successful, but it all stems off of what else, especially Michel, how the rest of the team is doing. All right, that was a CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I am your host once again, Nick Quaglia, sitting alongside Marv. We will probably have Mike back next week. Hopefully technical difficulties don't keep him away again, because guys, let me tell you, his camera this week was not looking good.
Come on now, we ain't gonna talk about it.
Oh, it was bad. It wasn't good. Don't tell Mike we said that, but it wasn't that good. All right, CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable in the books, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to tell everybody. Follow us on Twitter. Follow Patriots CLNS on Twitter for these videos. They will be dropping all week. CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. Again, I'm Nick Quaglia sitting alongside Marv. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching. We will talk to you guys next week.